Welcome, everyone. Today, I want to share with you a profound understanding about the nature of our thoughts and the incredible transformation that can occur when we choose not to react to them. As we explore this topic, I invite you to join me in a deep exploration of your own mind and experiences. Imagine your mind as a vast ocean. Thoughts are like waves on this ocean. Sometimes they're large and forceful. Other times they're small and gentle. But regardless of their size, waves are not the ocean itself. They are merely disturbances on its surface. Similarly, our thoughts do not define us. They are merely passing events in the consciousness that we fundamentally are. Often we react to these thoughts as if they are urgent matters that demand our attention and response. This reactivity can often lead us into cycles of stress, anxiety, and distraction. But what if you simply observe these thoughts, without engaging with them, without letting them dictate your actions? Let's consider the immediate benefits of such an approach. When you don't react to your thoughts, you create a space of freedom where you are not compelled by every passing idea or impulse. This space allows for a deeper connection with your true self, which is not swayed by these fleeting thoughts. In this non-reactive state, you may notice that your mind begins to settle. Thoughts that seemed incredibly important lose their urgency when they are not attended to with reaction. They rise, and then they fall away, much like waves on the shore. This settling is a natural process, akin to the way dirt settles to the bottom of a glass of turbid water when left undisturbed. By not reacting, you also conserve a tremendous amount of energy.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Think about how exhausting it can be to continually respond to every thought that arises. When you step back, you conserve this energy, and it becomes available for other uses, perhaps for deeper insight, creativity, or simply to be more fully present in your interactions with others. Moreover, in this space of non-reaction, clarity emerges. Without the constant noise of reactive thoughts, what is truly important can become clear. This clarity can revolutionize how you make decisions, how you meet challenges, and how you relate to others. Now, imagine living from a place where you are not constantly buffeted by your thoughts. What kind of peace would that be? What kind of presence could you bring to your daily activities? However, it's crucial to understand that not reacting to your thoughts is not about suppression or denial. You are not trying to force your thoughts away or pretend they don't exist. Rather, it's about observing them with a gentle, non-judgmental awareness. You acknowledge their presence, but you don't get swept away by them. As we begin to live this way, an interesting transformation happens in our relationship with our minds. We start to see that thoughts don't need to control us. They are not our masters, but rather phenomena that arise and fall within our broader consciousness. This realization can be incredibly liberating. It shifts how we experience our inner world and how we engage with life itself. But achieving this state of non-reactivity isn't always easy. It requires practice and patience. Just like learning any new skill, it takes time to become proficient. So how do you start practicing this? Begin by noticing moments in your day when you are automatically reacting to thoughts. It could be a thought that triggers irritation, or a worry that sends you into a spiral of anxiety. In that moment, pause. Take a breath. Allow yourself to step back and simply observe the thought. Notice its quality. Is it urgent, forceful, or perhaps frightening? What happens when you just watch it without reacting? Does it change? Does it lose some of its power? This practice is not about achieving some state of perfect calm, but rather about becoming more aware of your mental processes and learning to navigate them with greater ease and less reactivity. Over time, this can lead to profound changes in your mental and emotional landscape. As we continue our discussion, let's explore deeper into how this practice can affect your sense of self and your interactions with the world. What happens to your identity when you no longer react impulsively to every thought? How might your relationships change? As we progress in our exploration of what happens when we don't react to our thoughts, let's consider the deeper implications on our sense of self and our relationships with others. This journey into non-reactivity doesn't just alter how we handle thoughts, it transforms our very identity. When you habitually react to thoughts, you might identify strongly with them. For example, if you frequently have thoughts of being inadequate, and you react to these thoughts by believing them, you reinforce an identity based on inadequacy. However, when you observe your thoughts without reacting, you start to see that they are not you. They are simply phenomena passing through your awareness. This realization can lead to a profound shift in how you view yourself. You are no longer a person who is fundamentally inadequate, but rather someone who experiences thoughts of inadequacy among many other kinds of thoughts. This broader perspective allows you to connect with a more stable and resilient sense of self, a self that is not dependent on the fluctuating nature of thoughts. Now, let's consider how this impacts your relationships. When you react less to your thoughts, especially those driven by fear, insecurity, or judgment, you interact with others in a more authentic way. You are less likely to project your insecurities onto them or to build walls of defense. Instead, you can meet them with openness and genuine curiosity. Think about a recent interaction where you felt defensive or upset. What thoughts were you reacting to at that moment? Were they thoughts of being judged, unloved, or disrespected? Imagine how that interaction might have unfolded differently if you had observed those thoughts without reacting to them. In non-reactivity, there is also a significant increase in empathy. When you're not completely absorbed in your reactive thoughts, you have more space to truly listen to others, to understand their perspectives and feelings. This doesn't mean you become passive, rather, you engage from a place of calm and clarity. This way of engaging with the world also enhances our capacity for compassion. When we see that our thoughts do not have to control us, we can more easily recognize that the same is true for others. This realization can soften our judgment of others' actions and increase our capacity to extend kindness. However, practicing non-reactivity does not mean that you become indifferent or emotionally numb. It's quite the opposite. You become more attuned to life, more present in each moment. Emotions still arise, but you learn to experience them in a way that is integrated and whole. You allow them to be felt without letting them overrun you or dictate your actions. This might raise a powerful question. How do we hold our emotions and experiences if not through our thoughts? The key lies in experiencing life directly, not through the filter of our continuous internal commentary. We experience anger, joy, sorrow, and pleasure more purely when we're not constantly labeling and reacting to these feelings through our thoughts. As you begin to live this way, you might find that life feels richer, more vivid. The colors, sounds, and textures of the world can appear more intense when not viewed through the clouded lens of our preconceptions and stories. Moreover, this shift can lead to a deeper understanding and acceptance of the impermanent nature of life. Thoughts, feelings, and experiences come and go, but your deep awareness remains. This can provide a profound sense of peace and grounding, even in the face of life's inevitable changes and challenges. Let's now turn our attention to the practical aspects of deepening this practice. How do you cultivate a consistent state of non-reactivity? What tools and techniques can assist you in this endeavor, and how do they transform not only your inner life but also your outward actions? As we continue to explore these questions, I invite you to reflect on how this shift might look in your day-to-day life. How would not reacting to your thoughts change the way you approach your work, your relationships, and your personal challenges? As we delve deeper into the practical aspects of not reacting to our thoughts, it's important to consider the tools and techniques that can foster this state of mind. These practices not only help in managing thoughts but also enrich our lives by enhancing our presence and mindfulness in everyday activities. One effective practice is meditation. Meditation provides a structured way to observe our thoughts without attachment. During meditation, we sit quietly and observe the breath, a mantra, or perhaps the sensations in the body. As thoughts arise, as they inevitably will, the practice is simply to notice them without engaging or reacting. Over time, this practice strengthens our ability to apply the same non-reactivity in daily life. Another powerful tool is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and the surrounding environment. It encourages us to witness our experience without judgment. For instance, when you eat, fully taste your food. When you walk, notice the sensations in your feet and the air around you. This can be incredibly grounding and reduces the tendency to react to thoughts, as you are deeply immersed in the current experience. Journaling is another technique that can be quite revealing. By writing down your thoughts, you externalize them. This can provide a new perspective, allowing you to see them as separate from your core self. Over time, you might notice patterns or triggers in your thoughts, and this awareness can diminish their impact. Breathing exercises also play a crucial role. When you find yourself reacting to a thought, taking deep, mindful breaths can help reset your emotional state. It acts as a physical and mental pause button, giving you the chance to step back and observe the thought rather than react to it. Now, let's consider how these practices transform not just our inner lives but also how we act in the world. When you cultivate non-reactivity, you approach situations with a clearer mind and a calmer heart. Decisions come from a place of deliberate thought rather than impulsive reactions. This can lead to more thoughtful and effective problem solving, and it enhances your ability to communicate with others. Imagine being in a stressful work meeting where tensions are high. If you are reacting to every thought of frustration or anger, the situation can escalate. However, if you apply non-reactivity, you can observe your thoughts and choose a response that aims to de-escalate and address the issues constructively. In relationships, this practice helps in managing conflicts more effectively. Often, conflicts escalate because we react impulsively to our thoughts and emotions. By not reacting immediately, you give yourself the opportunity to understand the deeper issues at play and respond in a way that is respectful and considerate of the other person's feelings. Moreover, non-reactivity can lead to greater emotional resilience. When you don't allow every thought to sway you, you become less susceptible to mood fluctuations and stress. This stability is invaluable, especially during challenging times when emotional tumult can be overwhelming. At this stage, you might wonder, what about positive thoughts? Should we not react to them as well? While it's natural to enjoy pleasant thoughts and experiences, attachment to them can also lead to suffering when they change or end, as all things eventually do. By observing positive thoughts without clinging to them, we can appreciate them while they last without feeling lost or disappointed when they pass. This brings us to a deeper realization. Everything is transient. Our thoughts, feelings, and experiences come and go like waves on the shore. In not reacting to them, we align ourselves with the flow of life, embracing each moment as it comes, without clinging or aversion. Let's now prepare to explore the broader implications of this practice. How does non-reactivity influence our overall well-being and our spiritual life? How does it connect us more deeply with others and with the world around us? In this final part of our exploration into non-reactivity, we delve into the broader implications for our overall well-being, spiritual life, and how this practice enriches our connection with others and the world around us. Enhancing overall well-being. Non-reactivity contributes significantly to psychological well-being. By reducing our tendency to react impulsively to thoughts and emotions, we decrease stress, anxiety, and depressive symptoms, all of which often stem from negative thought patterns. The practice of observing without reacting gives us the freedom to choose our responses, leading to actions that are more aligned with our true intentions and values. Furthermore, this approach can improve physical health. Stress and anxiety are known to exacerbate or even trigger a range of physical health issues, from heart disease to autoimmune disorders. By managing mental stress through non-reactivity, we potentially reduce these risks, leading to better physical health outcomes. Deepening spiritual connections. On a spiritual level, non-reactivity touches the core of many philosophical and religious practices which emphasize the transient nature of life and the importance of living in the present moment. In Buddhism, for instance, non-reactivity is closely linked to the practice of detachment and the realization of impermanence. It helps practitioners break free from the cycle of desire and aversion, leading to deeper inner peace and enlightenment. Similarly, in Christian contemplative practice, the quieting of the mind and the surrendering of earthly concerns can lead to a deeper connection with the divine, viewed as a presence that transcends the turmoil of everyday life. Strengthening social bonds. Non-reactivity also changes the way we interact with others. When we are not constantly reacting to our own thoughts and emotions, we become better listeners. We are more present in our interactions, which makes us more empathetic and understanding. This can lead to stronger and more meaningful relationships, as others feel truly seen and heard. Moreover, by not reacting impulsively, we avoid many of the knee-jerk confrontations that damage relationships. This doesn't mean we become passive. Rather, we respond in a thoughtful and constructive manner, which is often more effective in resolving conflicts, contributing to a better world. On a broader scale, non-reactivity can lead to more peaceful communities and societies. When individuals act out of thoughtful consideration rather than impulsive reactions, social interactions become more respectful and constructive. This can influence larger groups and eventually society as a whole, promoting a culture of peace and mutual respect. In educational settings, teaching children and young adults the skill of non-reactivity could equip them with tools to handle emotions and stress effectively, promoting better mental health and reducing bullying and other social issues. Non-reactivity is not about suppressing thoughts or emotions. It's about developing a deeper understanding and acceptance of them. By practicing non-reactivity, we learn to experience life more fully, engage with others more openly, and face the world's challenges with grace and resilience. As we conclude this exploration, reflect on how integrating non-reactivity into your daily life might change the way you experience the world. Imagine a day lived not as a series of reactions to passing thoughts, but as a thoughtful response to each moment as it unfolds. This shift can transform mundane, everyday experiences into moments of profound clarity and connection. In embracing non-reactivity, We not only enhance our personal well-being but also contribute to the well-being of our communities and beyond. This journey is continuous and evolving, one that requires patience, practice, and persistence. Each step forward enriches not just our own lives, but also the lives of those around us, weaving a tapestry of conscious presence that can uplift all of humanity.